At the time I turned 16, my dad left, and my mom and I were left in a small house with a large mortgage and all the bills. I worked 4 days a week after school, and my mom had 2 jobs. We both worked together to take care of the house. One day, Mom brought home a man named Ralph and introduced him to me. After a few months of getting to know him, making it clear that he didn't consider me part of his home. Another one of life's changes. I still worked after school. I met a kind and intelligent girl named Lisa. She was a little shy like me and wore glasses. She had a natural beauty but dressed modestly. We dated for about a year, whenever I managed to get away from work. I had been working 6 days a week for so long that it had become a habit. Lisa often complained that we only went out on Sundays. Lisa worked at the local mall, and I continued working at the local flour mill here in the Panhandle, Florida. Another change. We struggled for a few years, but our love and marriage were strong. I got a promotion at work. I still had to work 6 days a week, but the pay was better. Lisa found a new job working for Kurt Harkin Real Estate. Her job was rewarding. She earned more, had better hours, and got to dress up for work, which she enjoyed. Not long after she started working, Lisa came home with a new hairstyle. I complimented her, and she beamed with happiness. And our 9-month-old daughter, Jessica, was off to Lisa's mom's house to be babysat. Yes, another one of those life changes. Our daughter was 2 years old when a major hurricane hit. We all evacuated as ordered by the governor. Lisa, the baby, and I went to Mississippi to stay with her mom and family. A week later, we returned to total devastation. Our apartment was ruined, but she was unhappy about staying in a rundown motel, and I couldn't blame her. After a few weeks, I realized there was no work for me. Construction jobs were available, though it also streamed into our room. Another life-changing experience. After a few weeks, we settled into a routine. Kurt and Lisa left for work by 8 a.m. every morning except Sunday and returned around 6:30 every evening. I took care of the baby and helped around the house. I wasn't a bad cook, so I made sure we had meals ready. And Kurt needs to attend. He's receiving an award for sales, and he needs someone to accompany him. I paused, setting down the spoon. So, what are you saying, Lisa? You want to go with Kurt? Donnie, I understand your concerns about how it will look, but people see us together every day. They'll just think it's casual. My face reddened and I asked Kurt, you don't want to help me when I need it? Seriously. Donnie, I promise my intentions are completely respectful. I can't believe you, Donnie. I'm just saying it doesn't look right. Kurt taking my wife out. I was so upset that I just got up from the dinner table and went to my bedroom. About 30 minutes later, Lisa came in with the baby and lay down next to me. Donnie, Kurt wasn't trying to do anything wrong. It's just a special occasion, and I'm part of the agency now. But I'm sorry I upset you. That night, we lay together, but my mind was elsewhere. One thought kept running through my head. My beautiful wife spending time with Kurt at dinner on Thursday night. The next day, Donnie, I understand your concerns, and I promise you that Lisa deserves this recognition. And I assure you, she'll come back home just as she left. We all chuckled, trying to ease the tension. Friday was a difficult day. I tried to stay busy, but I couldn't shake my thoughts. I was downstairs when Kurt came down, dressed sharply in a tailored suit. I had to admit he carried himself well. Then Lisa appeared at the top of the stairs, wearing a fitted black dress. It highlighted her elegance, and her confidence was undeniable. She stepped forward, her heels clicking against the floor. Were they enjoying themselves too much? At some point, exhaustion took over, and I dozed off. When I woke up, the glare of headlights caught my attention. I glanced at the clock, 1 a.m. I moved quietly to the window, looking down at the driveway. They were still in the car. Felt like I stood there for an eternity, watching them talk. Then, to my horror, I saw Kurt lean in. And Lisa didn't pull away. My stomach tightened. My pulse pounded in my ears. They sat like that for what felt like minutes, close, whispering, until Lisa finally opened the door and stepped out. I hurried to the stairs, waiting. When she entered the house, Her face changed as soon as she saw me. "Donnie, we had a wonderful evening," she said softly. "Thank you for trusting me." I exhaled, trying to steady myself. "Are you sure everything went the way it should?" She hesitated. "Let's talk in our room, Donnie. Please." As I walked to our room, I noticed Kurt talking to her and handing her something that looked like a bottle and a takeout box. Lisa walked into our bedroom and held out the box of lasagna to me. She didn't realize I was watching as she placed something into the food. I figured it was just something harmless, maybe a sleeping aid. That's when our argument started. "Lisa, what's going on?" I flushed the food down the toilet and then went back to the bedroom. Lisa was already lying on the bed in a nightie I had never seen before. "Lisa, are you feeling okay?" I found them talking inside the living room next to his bedroom. I didn't know how to feel. Part of me was angry, but another part of me was conflicted. I couldn't process it all at once. "I think we need to figure out what comes next." Lisa responded with surprising calmness. "No, Donnie, I'm not leaving. I love this house and my job. We're staying, and if you don't like it, I'll handle it on my own. I want Jessica to grow up here." Kurt spoke next, trying to offer a solution. "Donnie, I know you're upset, but we didn't intend for things to unfold this way. And Kurt agrees to keep Lisa's job if things stay as they are. If things don't work out, there would be consequences for both of us. Lisa's career continues to grow, Jessica gets a good education, and you, Donnie, keep your job. I'm not asking for anything unreasonable. I want to make sure you all stay comfortable while we adjust." There were other details, but the overall idea was clear. I was left to weigh my options. "I need to know what's in it for me," I said. Kurt explained. "If you agree, you will get a steady paycheck, a new car every few years, and financial stability for Jessica. You will all live here without the fear of losing everything." At this point, I had to make a choice.